Okay, this next part is giving you a table again, and this time we've added proton, neutron, and we've added the electron piece that we didn't do previously. So we're looking for element's name here, atomic number, mass number, number of protons, neutrons, and electrons. So in our first one, it's atomic number 8. Therefore, we know the element's name is oxygen, O-X-Y-G-E-N. If we have an atomic number of 8, we know the number of protons is 8. Remember, our mass number is going to be proton plus neutron. So we have 8 plus 8, or 16. Number of electrons, protons, and electrons are going to be the same in these cases because they are neutral. So if we have 8 protons, we also have 8 electrons. Our next one says it has 7 neutrons and a mass number of 14. Well, if we have a mass number of 14 and we subtract the 7 neutrons, we know then we have 7 protons. Because remember, this will be mass number minus neutrons in order to get protons. If I have 7 protons, I know my atomic number is 7. Therefore, I can go to the periodic table and look up a number 7, find out that is nitrogen. Since we have 7 protons, we know we also have 7 electrons. All right, in the next one, we have electrons. If we know the number of electrons is 20, then we know the number of protons is 20. If we know the number of protons is 20, we know the atomic number is 20. Because remember, atomic number equals number of protons equals number of electrons when we have a neutral atom. If I am atomic number 20, that means I am calcium. To get mass number, we're going to add protons plus neutrons and get 41. All right, in our next element, we have its atomic number is 11. Therefore, we can go to the table, look it up, find out this is sodium. If I have an atomic number of 11, that's the same as my protons, 11, which is also the same as my electrons, 11. To get neutrons, we can do mass number minus protons to get neutrons. So mass number 23, proton or atomic number 11 gives us 12 for number of neutrons. Our next one has 26 as the number of protons. Therefore, we know the atomic number is 26. If we look up element number 26, we will discover that's our friend iron. To get number of neutrons, we're going to have to do mass number minus our proton or our atomic number. We will get 30. Because we have 26 protons, we know we also have 26 electrons. So you should be able to work atomic number, proton, neutron, and electron. We're only going to give you neutral atoms for this test, so you won't have to worry about determining charge. You'll know that our number of protons and number of electrons will always be the same. In this next sentence, when you do your review, you need to be sure to write in complete sentences. I'm not going to be writing in complete sentences. I'm just going to be giving you some notes to remind you what the people did. J.J. Thomson, remember, did our plum pudding model. We said it was similar to what you would think of as chocolate chip cookie dough. He is the discoverer of our electron. And he used a cathode ray tube. Ray tube. So you need to put that into a complete sentence. Ernest Rutherford is our next guy. Remember, he's the one who used the gold foil. And he proposed the dense positive nucleus. And he also said Most of the atom is empty space. So again, you need to be sure and put these into complete sentences. Dalton is our father of modern atomic theory. His theory had 4 parts. You need to know the 4 parts of his atomic theory and be able to identify there are 2 that are still true. That's a 2, believe it or not. And 2 have proved to be false. So you need to know that in Dalton's theory, he said the atom was indivisible. We know now we have subatomic particles. He also said that all atoms of the element were identical. We now know that we have isotopes. So those 2 are proven to be false. The 2 that are still true is the one that they have to undergo chemical reactions every time they join or split or create new substances. So please be sure you know the 4 parts. Democritus, remember, was our first person to propose and name the atom. He said that all matter was composed of indivisible, indestructible, little pieces. Okay? And call them the atom. So that's our key thing there. Niels Bohr is next. Niels is the planetary model. Remember, he took his guide from the solar system. And so he is the one who said that electrons are going to be in fixed paths. That he called orbits around the nucleus. Goldstein is given credit for discovering the proton, and he also used the cathode ray tube. Now, he didn't name it. Somebody later on named it, but he found the positive charged particle, so we give him credit for the discovery of the proton. And our last one is James Chadwick, and he discovered our neutron. Okay, so you will find the first 6 in your Atoms in Chemistry, Electrons and Atoms, Part 1 notes, and then James Chadwick is going to be a little bit later on when we talk about the neutron. Okay, so please be sure you know all of our people, and when you do your review, please be sure that you use complete sentences. Just copying what I wrote here is not going to get you credit for this one.